Hi Leo, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you resonate with the video, leave a like, comment, and welcome. This is Tarot with Netta. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, just check out your other placements. And let's dive right in to see what is going on with my Leo babies. Welcome, my Leo family. I'm a Leo sun, so I'm right there with you. For this reading, we'll be looking at your challenge position, what's coming towards you, and then closing off with your advice. So angel, spirit, guides, let's see what's going on with Leo. What is in the challenge position currently at the time that Leo comes across this reading? What is in the challenge? Okay, so the moon just hopped right out. Let's get one more, two more cards for Leo. What is in the challenge position? There could be some fear. Fears are always challenging. Let's get two more cards. Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. Okay. So starting off with the major arcana, the moon here. Yeah, this could signify sleep, anxiety, things in the subconscious. Yeah, essentially the moon, for this, I'm sensing that there is a fear in regards to leaving a situation that could have been emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. These two cards talk about moving away from something. You could feel that either recently a cycle has closed out and it has caused a lot of fear and anxiety. There could have been a separation from someone. Yeah, so your root chakra, it could be frazzled at this time. I know I'm speaking from my own experience. I had a loss, somebody close to me. Yeah, it kind of opened up a lot of fears, anxieties about mortality and, you know, life purpose. So, you know, this in your challenge, there could be a sense of like instability in your current surroundings. Essentially the cycle had to close off. It had to close out. That is what was written as a part of the soul contract. You know, you could be going through a breakup, you know, something that blindsided you. Okay, this was an emotionally fulfilling thing. Why did that person leave? Why did they have to go out of my life? With the Six of Swords here, I feel like you're, it's almost like, okay, if they left, I'm gonna leave too. You know, that's the challenge right now. How do I leave? Not everybody leaves, Leo, so I'm gonna leave too. You know, let's all just leave this current state. So I'll be completely transparent. I took that feeling and booked a trip. So I will be traveling. You know, the Six of Swords signifies literally like packing up your stuff and moving or traveling, going somewhere else, almost to, with the moon in your challenge position, almost to like face your fears of change, of your immediate surroundings being like triggered, you know, like things are not stable, things are not predictable anymore because there was this upheaval, you know, where this Eight of Cups now, they've all spilled over and you have to find out how to restack them, but you don't want to restack them. You're like, no, I'm out. I don't have the energy to sit here and do these like pyramid stacking projects. I'm also just going to go away for a little while. Okay. I hope I'm not being too subjective here, but let's go with it. So what's coming towards you, my dear Leo? What's coming towards you? I feel like, you know, with Leos, we don't want to look dumb. We don't want to look, I don't think anyone does, but we want to seem like we have control over the situation. So moving, leaving, having to leave, either because you have to or because it's like a trauma response. Yeah, it's okay, let's focus. What's coming towards you? So, oh, that's too many. No, reshuffle. It's Mercury retrograde at the time of this reading as well, so let's keep it focused. Okay. Hierophant and Five of Pentacles. What's coming towards you? Wow. Okay, these cards are so opposite. So opposite. The Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. The Hierophant is all about like your connection to a church, maybe some type of spiritual, even going on the line of like religious, like the way that you belong to some like spiritual or religious group, you know, talking to a priest. The Five of Pentacles is like, whoa, what the hell? I just lost all my faith. I lost all of my trust in something. In essentially, the Five of Pentacles is losing faith, trust in God or your own spirituality, whatever connects you to. Okay, more cards keep wanting to pop out. The Nine of Cups. This is like your wish, though. What's coming towards you? I wish that these religious fanatics would leave me alone. So you like being on the outside. I feel like you don't want to belong to something that doesn't feel real to you. You could have put your faith and trust in a community, in a spiritual leader or a spiritual figure, and you just kind of had enough. So I see you just wanting your own space, and that's the Six of Swords here. Like, I just need to reset on my own and distance myself. And this distancing is going to cause a separation, but I think you're going to be okay with it, because the Nine of Cups here is like the wish fulfillment card. It's something that's going on in the subconscious. You don't want this control. You don't want this, like, for lack of a better, you know, word, like patriarchal, masculine, very like, it's done. You know, we're done with it. It's okay if I'm on the outside for a little while, because I need to just focus on what I want. Okay, let's see your advice, my dear Leo. Let's see your advice. What's in the advice position for my dear Leo babies? Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What's in the advice? Yeah, I'm not going to read the reversals for you today. There's going to be a new beginning. You're going to start anew. The Fool here is a major arcana, so this is big energy. Yeah, you're going from the Moon to the Hierophant to the Fool. So there's like literally some fear around some type of spiritual control. Things that might be out of your hands in regards to a faith, some organized religion, even organized spirituality. Just dealing with people in the spiritual community sometimes can be like draining for you. The Eight of Pentacles to the King of Wands. So you're going to pretty much just focus on your own work with the Eight of Pentacles here. This is work that you've been doing for a while. So something that maybe comes easy to you, something that you've worked out the grooves and the ridges in your timeline, in your brain pathways. It's almost like you can do it in your sleep. So you're going to rely on those types of things. With the King of Wands here, this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. You might be beginning to come into your own power, but this is divine masculine. So tuning into your own creative juices, having fun on your terms. So letting go of any fear and doubts that have been kind of ingrained, or like you've been raised to think a certain way in regards to like shame, the way that you express yourself. I see you beginning to tap into your own creativity, something that you've been working on for a long time. Again, it's almost like unconscious, like you can do it in your sleep, but it's starting like a new cycle where you're beginning to elevate. You're beginning to elevate your creative work, and this will come from the travel, the moving away from a situation, almost like being outcast, but you're like, whatever, I don't care, I outcast myself. I love you, my dear Leos. Okay, so let's get one more from the Animal Oracles deck by the lovely Kim Kronz. I love the artwork of her deck. I just got a new one, but it still needs to be unpackaged. Okay. Animal Spirit. That's not a shameless plug. I have no affiliation with her yet. Just kidding. Okay, one more to close off the reading for Leo. Starfish. Ooh. So we've got the downward pointing triangle, starfish. So this is earth energy, your root chakra. You could be going somewhere tropical. Let's read. Okay, starfish. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. When in balance, uplifting, artistic, expressive. When out of balance, gossips, feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends. So this is the starfish. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? Yeah, so no more people pleasing. If you need to cut out some experiences or situations, organizations, just to follow like your own expression, I feel like this is the time to do so. You have my permission, dear Leo, and I give myself permission. Okay, let me know if the reading resonated with you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.